Good morning, everyone. This is Clara with Card Stamping with Clara, coming to you from North Carolina. This week we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of having a whole array of cards and a particular card stamp set that we're focusing on, we're going to tell you about Paper Pumpkin today. And as you can see, this is the Paper Pumpkin box that comes in the mail. Paper Pumpkin has been going on for 6 years now, as you can see, and they're celebrating their birthday. So Paper Pumpkin's a little bit different. And you think, what is Paper Pumpkin? Well, Paper Pumpkin is just the name that is given to a kit that you can receive in the mail each month if you choose. And you can make cards from, all kinds of cards, depending on what the theme is for that particular month. For this month, it's birthdays. And I thought this would be a really good one to show you because, we all have birthdays. And we all tend to send birthday cards more often, probably, than other things. Maybe, get whale cards and things like that. But this month, it's birthdays. And I wanted you to see how it comes in the mail. Usually it's in a red box, but this one's decorated for the celebration of the birthday. It's a nice sturdy box. And, a nice cardboard box. You can use it for other things if you need to. Right now, I'm going to open it up. Now, I've been in it, and I've made some things, but I wanted to show you. I folded it back up so you could kind of see how it comes in a nice tissue wrapping like this. And then I'm going to show you the card that I initially made, which is this one. This is going to be from a little grandson that's turning 11 years old next month. And this is one of the cards that you can make from the set. This one's a little different than some of the others, but it's the one I chose to make and put my own special touch on. So on the inside, it's a pop-up card. I hope you can see that. And I just put it's your birthday, and there's little candles and things, so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like there. So it's really nice. It comes along with envelopes to match. So part of the envelopes have stripes in them, and part of them have the dots. I've got a sheet here. The rest of the envelopes are down in the bottom, but the ones that come with dots in it are they look like this pink one right here. So this is the little instruction sheet that comes with it. This is called Popping Birthday Instructions. And as you can see, there's different things that you can make from the flyer. Inside the flyer, there are a whole set of instructions from step 1 down to step 8, showing you exactly what you can make. And of course, you can alter this in any way that you choose. There are enough cards and materials and envelopes to make a full 8 cards. And also, there'll be some things left over that you can add to other projects. I'm going to go down the list here just so you'll know what's in here. And I'm going to show you as I go through it so that you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. We'll just lay them out here a little bit. All right. This month, there are 2 stamp sets. There's the Poppin' Birthday Photopolymer Stamp Set and the Poppy Parade Classic Stamp Set Spot, which is this. But these are the stamp sets. All right, you've got a set of numbers, a balloon, as you can see I've used. And then to go after the numbers, it's like ND, TH, number, thus and so, ST, RD, whatever you want to put after the numbers. So that's really handy. I'm going to lay these over. Maybe this side would be better. And this one says, today we celebrate you. It is your birthday. Happy birthday. It's got a candle and a hat and some swirly confetti type stuff that you can put on a card if you want to. Now, it's your birthday. I've got on a stamp that I'm going to use today. It's ready. This is the Poppy Parade Stampin' Spot that I mentioned. And I'm not going to open it because I have the regular full-size pad, but There's just enough, it's just a small ink pad that you can stamp to color up your stamps with and what have you. And, you know, it can be re-inked as far as that goes, and you can use it for travel or what have you. But anyway, this is available. I'm going to put this in my drawer, so it may be a free giveaway at some time because I don't really need it. Then you have this little package that has got your stamp pad. See if I can open this up so you can see. I just slid it down in so you can see how it comes. See, I've got It's Your Birthday already put on this one. But it's a little acrylic stamp block that comes with it, so you don't have to order a stamp block or you don't have to buy a stamp block. You also get tape. This is double-sided tape, some mini dimensionals, and some ink dot. I want to say ink dots. That's not right. Adhesive dots. I'm sorry. Anyway, you get 144 dimensionals. You get 50 adhesive dots and 5.5 yards of the double-sided tape. So that we will be using a little bit later. And lay this over. All right. We'll just go to, I'll show you the cards. There's two kinds of cards for the inside. You've got cake with pink, and you've got cake with a cream color. And this is the one I use for my grandson because I don't think he really wanted a pink card. But you can, you know, male or female basically is the way I see it. And like I said, there's 4 each of these. You saw the yellow one. Well, that's another yellow one. I thought I was going to pull out one of the other pink ones. Yeah, there we go. There's the pink envelope with the dots on the inside. So that's cute. And then here are 2 pages of numbers. Yeah, 2 pages. Don't know if you can see, but you'll be able to see here in a second on the Bermuda Bay colored ones. But this is, you got 2 numbers each from 1 through 9 and then 2 zeros. There's 2 pages of those. This one you'll see a little more clearly because this is the one I used out of. You have 2 pages of those numbers in the Bermuda Bay. You have some striped banners that you can use. Here are the birthday candles that you can pop out. There's 2 pages of those. And then here are the backs of your cards. The dotted ones and the striped ones. And then you get all these cute little bows. We're going to use some of these today. I'm going to make more of a maybe of something you could use for a little girl or an adult girl, and without the numbers of ages on it, because I don't really know what I'll need the next one for. And we have these little banners and some white ones, and these pop outs that you can use. So there's a pretty good array of things in here, I think. And like I said, there's step-by-step instructions. So we're going to get at it. We're going to make a card, and I'm going to lay these extra things over so that you can see what I'm doing here. But if you're the kind of person that doesn't necessarily want to do a whole lot of crafting or stamping, but you enjoy doing it some, then this is a great option because it allows you to make cards. And the great thing about this is you do not have to buy anything else. It all comes in the kit. Everything you need for making a card. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use the dotted, that's the outside. I'm going to use the striped envelope. Set that there. And then I'm going to lay out these little pieces that I've chosen for today's project. Now, the first thing that we're going to do, you would think, got a little, I am famous for getting ink where it doesn't belong, and I must have picked this up when I was doing one of the others. I'm not sure. But I'm going to take a little eraser here and clean it off. I didn't even realize it was there till just now, or I would have already done it. So, all right. I think we'll be all right. I'll put a bow over it if I need to. Okay. The first thing you need to do, and I learned this the hard way because I don't always read directions carefully, but the first thing you want to do is decide what you want to put on the inside of this card, because this is going to be the inside of your card, and right here you're going to put a sentiment. So I'm going to use my It's Your Birthday, and I'm going to use my large Poppy Parade. I really like Poppy Parade. I have found that I like it for all kinds of things. It's just one of my favorite colors. Kind of took me by surprise, but it's definitely a favorite of mine. And you see right there, Clara is so great at getting ink all over her. Oh, I wish I could blame it on somebody else, but I cannot. I am not the most meticulous kind of person when it comes to the way I approach things, even though I do like for them to be done well. I'm going to use a thin piece here, and I'm going to see how this is going to stamp. Doesn't hurt to try it out on something else before you stamp it. And the thing about it is you get a feel for it, and especially if your stamp has not had ink on it, it kind of gets it to where it's more even and better covered and what have you. All right, I'm going to see if I can get this on straight. We'll move it back towards me just a little bit. And I hope think that'll be okay, maybe. There's another little spot of ink. One thing about the Poppy Parade and some of the red inks, though, you do have to be careful because they will get where you don't want them to be. And I'll dry this off just a little bit. I have an old cloth here that I keep handy, and I'm going to clean off my stamp a little bit with this chamois. You know, the thing I like about the best about the chamois is that when you clean off these, like these photopolymers or even the rubber stamps, you just don't have any lint, or you don't have fuzzy things, as I like to call them, that pick up on your stamps. Okay, I think that'll be all right. Now then, don't know if you can see, but these cards are scored. And here's a score line, and then there's some score lines, you know, all the way around. So what we have to do, now that we've got this on first, and the reason you do that is just easier. It's so much easier to put that on before you start pulling this out. This part is going to need to come forward, the cake part, like this. But the bottom and the top of the card has got to go back the other way. So you kind of have to do it like this. Just bend it right there a little bit on that scored line in the center, and just try to get it as even as you can. I better pull it down here where I can see a little bit better. Okay. Now, once you get it started, you can do this. But you got to get these on the side too. There's score lines on each side. You just kind of have to get everything started, and then it's easier to crisp it up, as I would say. You just kind of move it around however is easiest for you. I'll put it that way. All right. Now, each one of those has been folded just a little bit. And now, you can lay, whoops, this one goes back the other way. I'm sorry. There we go. Now, this card, start lining up your edges as you go. If you have a bone folder, you can use it. You don't have to. Like I said, this is a kit that is intended to be self-sufficient and have everything in it that you need. So, all right. I'm going to even this up just a tad. Sometimes I think that it helps to put my fingernail down as sort of an edge. All right, now you can start to crisp up these areas on the side of the cake and the center of the thing. You just don't want to tear it in the process. All right, see there? It pops right out, and that's really nice. You wouldn't think it would work so well, and it'll stand right up too, which is great. All right, now we're going to do, before I go any further, is we are going to take some of these little glue dots and tape and what have you. I didn't open this packet before. I just used things I had because I wanted you to see how it comes. So, I think probably we might use, well, let's use the glue dots for this. And we're going to make this look a little bit like a girl, so we'll use the pink instead of the blue. But you know what? Changing my mind. Let's use one of each. And we'll just stagger them so that they'll show up. That might be the good thing to do. You will find I changed my mind. My husband says, you change your mind and it doesn't bother you one iota? And I said, nope. That's the prerogative of a woman, or a man, really. But anyway, all right. I'm going to put a little piece. Some of these things you can use in multiple ways. All right. I'm just going to put it right across the center. Hope you can see. And I got tiny little piece right there. It wouldn't hurt to have a pair of scissors around. They don't give you scissors with this, but most people can find a pair of scissors somewhere. All right, we'll get another little piece. See, there's a world of tape, and you're going to have tape left over that, like I said, you can use for other projects. It will be handy to have, so you're really getting, and then when you're finished, you still got your stamp sets to use. And you know, they'll last forever. Okay, if you wanted to, you could put these on dimensionals and pop them up a little bit, but I decided on the inside, maybe I wouldn't want to do that. So, all right, let's think about this before we start pulling off the tape. I don't want to put white on white because that's not going to show up very well. So why don't we put the white up here? We'll put the blue one, or greenish, Bermuda Bay, excuse me. I am still thinking in terms sometimes. Let's kind of stagger them like that. But it's always a good idea to kind of get a look as to what you want before you start. And like I said, you can follow the instructions and make it exactly like it says. Now, this tape is two-sided, and you just peel off the back. And I'm going to put one right along there, I think. Yeah. And this one, we'll put on that white, so the Bermuda Bay will stand out. And then we'll put the white one against the yellow so it'll stand out. I mean, you know, the way that you arrange your things can really make a difference as to how your card looks because, you know, you put that on white, just doesn't show up. That shows up. So, and this one, I'm going to put kind of like that. I don't want to put it there. There we go. I think that'll, see, we don't have a lot of space. I think probably the best thing to do is let it fold that way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we're rolling. Just make sure that I haven't overlooked something here. All right. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm folding it the wrong way. All right, that's what made me question. All right, now that's looking pretty good. Okay. Now, on the back side, what you want to do, you're going to put this part onto the back side of your outside card. So, there's going to be a border around it. It's not going to fit right against this edge, so don't let that fool you. What you want to do is you want to put tape on half of the card to start with. You don't want to put it on the whole thing because it's going to be hard to manage if you do. So we're going to put the double-sided tape along this edge, which is of that pop out part that's on the inside. I'll show you again here in just a second, because this may be the harder part of the card, I guess you would say, is getting this little bit in correctly. There we go. Okay, now let me see what I've got. Okay, I'm going to need to put a little bit more right there on each piece. I didn't get it quite long enough. I seem to be putting everything on crooked. Not that this matters so much other than the fact I don't want it to hang out the side. This stuff tears real easy. It's not difficult at all. All right. Now then, like I said, we're going to do one side at a time. So we're going to turn the card. This being the outside of the card. We're going to turn it like that. And this is the part that I put the tape on. And you're going to lay it down. And you're going to eyeball your top and bottom borders is basically what you're going to have to do. And I'm going to tell you that before we pull the tape off. But you can see, you kind of want to get a feel for where that border is going to be. Now then, once you kind of get that, we'll pull this off. You just got to make sure that I got that lapped over a little bit, and it, when you lap it over, it's trying to pull it up a little bit. Tell you what, I'll just pull that one from the other end, and it'll work just fine. Yeah, there we go. There's another piece off. If I pull that, if I'd cut that a little closer, not had two pieces, it would be a little bit easier, but you know, if this happens to you, you'll know what to do. All right. Now then, I think you'll find that once you get this centered. Got my fingers. See how sticky that stuff is? Once you get this part centered, and I'm going to move it a little bit to make sure. The trick to this is you can leave it laying down just like it is and bring it over. And then it doesn't slip. Okay, we'll press that down good. And voila, that first half is connected. Okay. And now we're going to go over here. I'm going to do the same thing. You could go ahead if you want to and put your tape on before on all sides and only take off half of it. Whichever you prefer, it doesn't really matter. I'll try to be a little more careful and get this. There we go. Get it exactly one piece and it'll just be easier. All right. There. I don't think you'll have to worry about this holding once you get it on, because you can't hardly get it on for it sticking to your fingers. All right. Now then, we'll do the same thing. This time you don't have to worry so much about lining it up because it's already lined up now from the other side. All right, there's one piece, two pieces. Have you got a tool like this? It's got a sharp edge on it. It's actually easier to get the back of the tape off, but I'm trying to show you that you don't have to use it. It might take you a second longer. You don't have to have one of those. So that's the idea. This kit is a kit, and it has everything in it. Okay. So you can see how that it looks, and it will stand up, and your birthday bows or what have you. If you want to put candles, I will say this. Let me see. I laid the candles over here somewhere. Well, I do silly things, and I don't even see where I laid them now. But anyhow, what you do is you just slide the candles down inside that edge before you put the back on, and it has got a taped surface, so they'll fit right in there. You just cut off as many as you need. It's easy to do. It's easy to follow the instructions. So now then, for the front, we're going to use a white banner. We're also going to use this red one underneath that. And we'll put the white one on top. And we're going to put a hat. We'll put a hat up in a corner, kind of like this. Now, the reason I'm going to leave the part blank, and you can do it any way you want to. You can put some stamps on it if you want to. But you see with this one that I made for my grandson, I put the number 11. You can put you can put happy birthday. You can put you can leave it blank like I did on this one and just put the number. You know, you can do a number of things. And see, his has the birthday candles. And like I was saying, they have that little edge, and it glues right to the back of this. It sticks to the back because it's tape. It doesn't glue, it sticks. Okay. Let's go ahead and put some tape on this. And there's one thing about this double-sided tape. Once you get it there, it's going to stay. I think I said that already, though. You know how old people are. They repeat things that they, they probably shouldn't. Okay. I think that my little grandson will really like it because cake pops out. You know how children are. They just, and adults too for that matter, like things that have a little pizzazz. I don't know if I really need this on the ends or not, but I'm going to stick a little extra piece there. All right. As you can see, everything is pre-cut. Nothing to cut except if you're like me and you put your tape on a little too far and you want to trim it up a little bit. There was a little fuzzy looking thing there. All right, lay that over to the side. With this double-sided tape, you just peel off that protective covering. Okay, we're good. Now, I'm going to try to eyeball that so it'll be about in the center. And get it to go straight across. As you see, it fits perfectly. And that's really nice. Okay. We'll put some on the back of this. And if you don't want to make them all up at one time, which is what I'm, gonna do, not do here, is you can just use your stuff to meet the need for the occasion. I mean, you may have a 6-year-old, you may have a 90-year-old, and you do not want a 6 on a 90-year-old's card, so you just wait till you see what you need, and then you put the final touches on it. Or you can just do it all the way through when you have the need, which is what I would tend to do unless I were showing you, felt something stick, unless I were showing you how to put these together. So, all right. Try to space that where it is in the center. Press that down. I'm going to use a dimensional this time and put on the birthday hat, just because I want to pop it up a little bit. Dimensionals are really nice to give your project some depth, and that's why they're called dimensionals, obviously. All right, you can peel that back up with your finger, and as you can see, that one's hitchhiking. It said, I want to be a part of it too, so we're just going to stick it on there. Don't really need it, but I've already got it off by accident, so we'll just make sure everything stays where it's supposed to be. Okay. Now, I'm going to put that little hat there. And I'm going to put another bow. We're going to put a pink one, or I should say poppy red. And this time, I'm just going to use glue dots and show you that they work too. Now, I will be honest enough to say I believe that it would be easier using the tool than what I'm trying to do here. It's doable, but it's certainly easier. As you can see, if you're just going to put it on, where'd it go? There it is. Maybe that's the other piece. Okay. Have you ever noticed I talk to myself sometimes? Of course, I'm not the only person that does that, I'm sure. Let me change that around. I was getting to the wrong end. I am going to use this right here just because I want to get those off easy. You can do it, but I mean, and I did pull one of them off. They're not hard to get off, but for us Clumsy people. There's where it stuck to my finger. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put this one down at the bottom. And maybe I'm just going to let that hang over the edge a little bit. Now, I can come back and I can put my number, or if I want to put happy birthday there, I can. So, like I said, I kind of like to leave that much of it blank so that I can, you know, have a space and an option to put something in that is specific to the occasion. So there you go, all done. You can use this one. Remember, you got the yellow banners. You can use those if you prefer. And we put some little bows on the inside, and it's your birthday. Now, card's finished, other than the number. And I'm going to show you what I did to my little grandson's envelope. I took a balloon that was in the numbers stamp right here for this one. And you can see that it's been dyed poppy parade just a little bit. And I stamped it on the outside, and I just took a little black marker and, you know, kind of gave it a tail. But I thought that added a really nice touch. So, that is pretty much it for the video today. I hope that you might consider using the paper pumpkin kit on a regular basis. It's $19.95 per kit, I think. That includes shipping and handling, is my understanding. And it may have $1 and something's tax on it. But, you know, everybody has to pay tax. So, we will be back next week with a regular tutorial of a stamp set. But something I do want to bring to your attention with this stamp set, I ordered 2 of them this time because you get this extra set of, you get 2 sets of stamps instead of 1. So, it seemed to me like it would be a really good time, and due to the fact it was birthdays, that I could do a giveaway. So, I am giving away 1 paper pumpkin kit. I'm going to have 10 people, the first 10 people that order $25, I'm going to put their names in a hat or a bag or something. And I will have one of my grandchildren or somebody just pull one name out of those 10. And the first 10 people that order $25 will get a chance to win the paper pumpkin kit for this month. For the March month, like I said, I've got 2 of these. One that I wanted to show you how to make the things. It's the kit that I'm giving away is identical to this kit. And because of the bonus numbers, like I said, I just wanted to do it while, you know, you got a little extra. So if you're interested in it, go to my website. It's CardStampinWithClara.com, and I have a blog there. I have featured cards there. I have all kinds of information as to the videos that I've done and where you can see them. All you have to do is click on the video and it'll take you right to YouTube, and it's really easy. Anything that you don't understand, anything that you want to know about, just go to contact me and let me know, and I will get right back to you as promptly as possible. So don't forget, just $25 and get you a chance to win this paper pumpkin kit. I will say this, I am just getting started and I have not had an order yet. But so it's not like everybody in the whole country is ordering $25 worth, and you know, you figure, well, I'll never get a chance to win because I'm sure there's more than 10 people ordered. But I'm just trying to get my name out there. And like I said, I haven't had a single order yet, but you know, the first 10 are the ones I wanted to give whoever that placed an order with me and helped me to get started, that I would reward them by giving them this paper pumpkin kit. So, enough about that. Celebrations is coming to an end on the 31st. I need to make you aware of that. So if you're interested in getting a freebie, purchase $50, and you can purchase $100, and there's other choices for that dollar amount. So all that information is on my website too. So anyway, I hope you will take advantage of the last of celebration, because it won't be back for a year. I mean, it's this time of the year, each year, early January to March 31st, and then it's gone for the entire year, and you don't get these extra bonuses. So, okay, you folks have a great day. Thank you for your time, and I will be back in a week. And happy stamping. Good Lord bless and keep you. Bye-bye.